Hi guys, it's Tuesday, March 31st. Today's mini lesson is just a quick review looking at the difference between explicit and implicit meaning. This is material that I'm going to add to the assignment that was posted on March 22nd, edited March 23rd. There is a final Iditarod spreadsheet worksheet that you do need to have turned into me by Friday. So hopefully this quick lesson will help you do what needs to be done. So again, we have two words, explicit, and explicit means the facts, what it actually says. So whether we're looking at, text, we've been looking at the Iditarod spreadsheet and maps. Today we're going to look at pictures. In math, when you're looking at graphs, they actually say something. That is its explicit meaning. Implicit meaning is what you think about it. When you read a text or a spreadsheet or a map or look at a picture, you draw your own conclusions. You can make inferences. You can develop an opinion. So you take the facts that are presented and you draw your own final conclusions, or we've talked about it in class, you develop your thesis. So we're going to be looking at a couple of Iditarod pictures from Iditarod.com, and just a real simple way to develop a sense of the difference between explicit and implicit meaning. So this is a photograph of Anna and Christy Barrington. One of the teams in my 7-1 class chose them to follow for the Iditarod. And if you look at the picture, the explicit facts that we can develop about the girls is they're twins. They're wearing matching vests and headbands. They both have long blondish red braids. They are signing t-shirts. One of the girls is smiling. They both seem to be wearing jeans and a purple shirt of some kind. That's the explicit stuff. The girl that's holding the t-shirt has long reddish blonde hair and has a light green shirt on. Those are the facts. So what we need to figure out from there is, well, what is the implicit meaning? Well, I could say that the Barrington twins look like they're having a good time. They're happy. I might be able to say that they're popular because people are asking for their autographs. So the facts are what you can see. The facts are the things that are clear and you're not able to dispute. It's the inferences, the conclusions, and the opinions that you have to create based on what you see. So on this page, I've added that explicit information just real quickly. They're twins. They're both wearing blue vests and headbands. They're signing a t-shirt. That's the explicit facts. The opinions or implicit meaning is they seem to be popular because they're signing a t-shirt for an autograph. They really look like they're having fun. The one twin is smiling. And I can infer that they like meeting the public, otherwise they wouldn't be there. So I'm going to go back to this short spreadsheet that was taken in Galena just to review what I can find out just from the explicit facts from this spreadsheet. So I can find that using my handy dandy little lightsaber thingy that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mushers have taken both layovers. I can find that I'm trying to say 1 and 2 mushers have 14 dogs, and then when I look at time, I see that Thomas Werner has the fastest time. That's explicit. It's what the text actually says. For implicit information, I have to take those facts and draw my own conclusions, develop a thesis, come up with an opinion. So when I look at those facts, I can infer or draw the conclusion that the mushers that need to take another layover, the 8-hour, they're probably going to fall back in the pack. That while Brent Sass was in first place on this day, he's not going to stay in first place at least for a while, because he has to stop for 8 hours. I can also infer or conclude that the mushers with the fewest dogs will have a harder time competing because they don't have the dog power like larger teams. So a team that's running 10 dogs is going to struggle compared to a team that's running 14. They just don't have the power behind the sled. And lastly, I can make the thesis or draw the conclusion, however we want to say it, that when you look at a musher speed and the number of dogs they're racing, that's a pretty good predictor of who's going to win this race or how the musher is going to perform overall. When you look at the final log sheet for this race, you're going to see that the team, the musher with the overall fastest time, won the race. So is there a correlation between fast time and number of dogs? I believe so, because I think a team with 5 dogs is going to have a much harder time than a team with 13 dogs. So explicit is the facts, what you can see, what's plain in front of your eyes. And implicit is what conclusions, what inferences, what theses you can develop from these facts. So take this information and use it to help you finish the final Iditarod spreadsheet worksheet. And get that emailed to me or share it through Google Classroom. And if you have any questions, send me a note.